2, 1, we on.
Shit I seen with my eyes just forced me to grow. Like my grandpa cooking crack on a spoon. I'm from where if you don't sell it, then you use. Dropped out of school and had to play the streets. Granny said they shooting up the streets. She don't know it's me. Like cheap, I made a fortune off my home invasion. Trying to hit a person's face and know I ain't playing. I ain't leaving empty-handed. I remember coming home late nights with empty cannons. Now I make these devils cry when we hold camp. The only place you'll get respect to that old man right up. Look, I took a narrow path. I'm certified in this shit, but my apparel black. We don't walk the same walk, I'm aware of that. You never seen a nigga serve the Lord, what you staring at? If you wanna take this walk, it's a long road. You gotta bear cross, it's a long road. And put away that sin, it's a long road. Endure to the end, it's a long road. If you wanna take this walk, it's a long road. You gotta bear that cross, it's a long road. And put away that sin, it's a long road.
That you?
To the end, as I go in the camp, I let the song blast. Another time I walked the wrong path. Hitting meats, did whatever just to get the bread. Dropped out of school cause I chose to sip crack instead. Yeah, I was head first with a red shirt, let him see the flag, smoking all day. You could say I was breathing gas, used to kick those, no COVID, I ain't need a mask. Almost getting caught by the laws, heart beating fast. I thought I was destined to live this life forever. Got in class and my life changed for the better. I remember the days I used to wear a cross. Now I'm one west, so I got a better cross. I be dead or in jail if it wasn't for the truth. That's a miracle, no need for further proof. Endure is the goal, as I grow old, but I got a ways to go, cause it's a long road. If you wanna take this walk, it's a long road. You gotta bear that cross, it's a long road. And put away that sin, it's a long road. Endure to the end, it's a road. If you wanna take this walk, it's a long road. You gotta bear that cross, it's a long road. And put away that sin, it's a long road. Endure to the end, it's a long road.
That's how it's crazy. Hey, Shalom, Israel. I.S.U.P.K. Houston, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I mean? Classes every day, 7 to 9, regardless of, storm, regardless of if the earth shake, regardless of if the sky drop, we're gonna be here. So if you're in the Houston area, or if you got friends and family that you care about in the Houston area, sit in the 7701 Belford, between 7701 Belford, right? 7701 Belford between 7 and 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? And tell them get that truth, man. Get this truth up in you, man. That's right. Ain't no way to save the black community but with this knowledge. So today we're gonna go into watch your mouth, right? The fact of the matter is, you can't learn if you're talking, right? Discipline is something that people don't grow having. You can't just learn it. You gotta be around men that have it, men that's willing to teach it. And with discipline, you can teach yourself how to be a better person. But the first thing you gotta do to become disciplined is shut the hell damn up. Not shut up, right? That's when we learn the truth as a young man. Just shut up. You know what I'm saying? Hold your tongue, stop speaking. If you're a young woman, if you're an older woman, if you're a young man or older man, sometimes you just gotta learn how to just stop talking. And when you stop talking, you'll learn more. That's why the Lord, and I hate to use this cliche terminology, but the Lord gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious you need to use the one that you have more of. We're gonna start off with Proverbs 16 and 32. Shout out to Ikatazab, we got Ikatazab in the building. We got Officer Habana in the building, shout out to Habana. I mean, give Habana a hand. We got Priest Officer Prophet Yakubah in the building. And Rum in the building. Shout out to the 2 sisters in the back too. So we're gonna get it popping. Proverbs 16 and 20 and 32. You got it.
Come on, so this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 32.
What?
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
Break it down for me. Break it down.
It says, he that is slow to anger, if I could, so that means basically you have to have discipline. You have to know how to control yourself, and like in every so some situations, you know, instead of getting angry, you think you are strong and aggressive, but really when you control yourself and you use your mind instead, then that actually makes you stronger. It makes you more wiser.
Absolutely. What's in your mind?
What do you mean? So it's like,
What's in your mind?
what's
You
in-
said Sluggy. You said, okay, read it one time.
Con. It says, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
He that is slow to anger
Mm-hmm.
is better than the mighty.
Okay, you said don't let it get to your mind. Is that what you just said?
Basically, you be wise. Like, use your like.
Use your mind. Okay,
Use your
so like you said,
mind.
use your mind. Okay,
Come,
go ahead, keep going.
Keep reading.
Keep reading.
Come, sir. And he that ruleth his spirit, than he that taketh a city.
Now, when you slow to anger, right? Let's say, for instance, you got Macho Man in the corner, right? Macho Man to take your head off, and you know that, right? Now, he's dumb and strong. Word to the Willie Lynch letters. He's a big, strong dummy, but you are smart. Now, in your mind, you have strength, and on your body, you have strength. But on his body, he has strength, and in his mind, there's nothing.
Right.
What makes you different from him is you can control your mind. Your mind is a muscle just like on your arm. But when you're able to control the muscle in your mind, you're stronger than him because he don't have the strength that you have. Read it from the top.
Come. Proverbs 16 and 32. He that is slow to anger.
Now, when you slow to anger, now when I was young, I always look at it like this. If I can make you mad, I'm in your head. I control you, right? If a woman can make me mad, she's in my head. She controls me. If my mother, my teacher, or whoever can make me mad, they can make me get upset, then they control me. They're stronger than me, right?
Right.
Now, if I'm slow to anger, that means you can't control my mind. You don't own my brain. So if you say, yeah, your mom stink, all right, no sweat, right? Oh, your dad is a crackhead. You right, my dad a crackhead. Oh, no, I wouldn't agree with him, but you get what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. Nothing you say to me is gonna make me angry because you're not stronger than me. Right. Your mind isn't stronger than my mind. Right. So you think that you're affecting me, but no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna go home, and you gonna run into your next fight. Somebody gonna knock your teeth down your throat because you gonna run into the wrong one. But me today, I'm gonna go home and do what needs to be done. I'm gonna go teach the class. I'm not gonna let you make me go to jail today. I'm not gonna let you make me lose my job today. I'm not gonna let you make me get suspended today because that's what you want to do. That's what the demon gonna do. The demon is testing you, right? But when you control your mind, you're slow to anger. So a nigga or whoever can't make you upset. He can't make you angry. Right. Nobody should be able to make you angry. And you yourself shouldn't be able to make you angry. Some people get worked up over the smallest things. Most of the time it's women, right? They worry about things. 85% of the things, this is statistics, 85% of the things that women worry about don't happen. 85%. They worried about everything on earth, and none of it happens.
Right.
None of it. Only 15% of the things that women worry about happen. And us men, most of the time we're about money. Most of the time. As men, we're about money. That's it. Money. You know what I'm saying? That's what we worry about. How we going to we calculate, right? All right, boom, I counted this, I didn't count that. It depends on certain type of people, right? I know a person like me, it's about numbers, calculations, right? I calculated this and I didn't calculate that, right? Now, it's just a numbers game, right? But if you worried about the things that won't ever happen, like me having my numbers right, it won't make me angry. I'm going to just go get more. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to be patient. That's what they say, slow grind better than no grind. Right. You be patient because you slow to anger. I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to just do things. I'm going to get even. I'm going to keep going. But a woman, nah. She going to go through your phone and she going to throw your phone down the street, right? $1,000 phone. She gonna get mad at you and throw it down the street, and then get mad that you can't answer her call tomorrow. Right. Because she's not slow to anger. Right. She lacks discipline. That's why men are over women. That's why your woman is subject to you. She can't control herself. That's why you can. The Lord gave you the mind to do it. And that's why anything a woman wants, it goes through her husband, right? She lacks it. Most women, a lot of women, lack the spirit of discipline. They're subject to the man. But you as a man, you can't let things get in your mind. You can't let no person get in your mind. You can't let no woman get in your mind. You control your mind, and that is called discipline. He that is slow to anger, go ahead.
Come. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
You stronger than anybody that you could think of, because your mind is what's going to get you in trouble. Your mind is what's going to get you locked up. Your mind is what's playing tricks on you. We down here in Houston, it's the ghetto boys, right? Your mind is playing tricks on you. It ain't nobody really, don't nobody care. It's only you. You talking about how they think. How it go? This what you think they thinking about you. They don't even care about you. They worried about how they gonna pay their bills tonight. They worried about the sneakers on their kids' feet tonight. They worried about the food in the fridge. They don't give a damn about you. But you think they thinking about you because you self-centered. Leave them people alone. Mind your business. Your business. Just mind your business. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Because that's what's going to get you better. You think that, whatever they got going on is what you need to do or how you need to be, or that's the status of success or whatever the case may be. It's just a mirage. You're going to make yourself upset. He that's slow to anger is mightier than the strong. Because your mind is your strongest muscle in your body. Keep going.
Come. And he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city.
Break it down.
You want me to break it down, sir? Come, sir. So basically that means that it's pretty much the same. It's like, if you can rule over your spirit, which is how you perceive things and how you take things, and how your spirit is basically you doing what compels you to whatever the subject matter is.
That's what I needed. It's an action. How you perceive it, how you move.
And if you can control that, that's better than having control of a whole city.
Now, in your mind, a woman might walk past you with a purse, right? You're gonna have a demon on your shoulder like, yo, take that purse, right? That demon is gonna always talk to you, forever. He's gonna always talk to you. But you controlling your spirit is saying, man, get away from me, Satan. You telling that spirit every time you knock on your door, I'm not taking no purse. What, like a purse thief?
Yeah.
A purse snatcher?
Right.
You tell that demon that he's small because you controlling your spirit. And if you could do that every day, that's the man that can take a city. That's the man that can control anything because he controls his spirit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a jail and a cemetery full of niggas that don't. They can't control their spirit.
That's right.
They can't control the pain, so they smoke it away. They drink it away and then wreck their car around the pool.
Right.
Or they go shoot somebody in their head over something small. Right? So now the jail cell is full of a bunch of niggas that can't control their spirit. And the cemetery is full of a bunch of niggas that was a victim to it. Or a victim to themselves. So now, he that can control the spirit, he's different. That's what this room is full of. A bunch of niggas that can control their spirit. Because every day we want to get high like all our friends do. Every day we want to, go to clubs and do what our friends do. What we grew up doing. We want to drink until the lights go out. And we wake up in the morning like, God damn. Last night, oh wait, what happened last night? You wake up next to a woman like, what we do last night? Because that's what you want to do. But a man that can control that, a man that can take that pain, that hurt, them feelings that he want to just jump out the face with and put them to the side and can control that spirit, that's a man that can take a city. That brother's a strong brother because every day hurts. We all feel the pain of every day. But he did it. He able to take that pain and tuck it away and be somebody great. Whereas though another nigga take that pain and go get an ounce, go get an 8-ball, go get a 40 ounce, whatever the case may be, as a sedative, as something to be inebriated with, because he can't take the pain. We can't follow him. He's not the brother to follow. You follow the brother that can take that, eat it, and move forward. That's the person you follow, right? Any more on that?
Nah, sir.
All right. Give me Proverbs 25 and 28.
25 to 28, item 1.
What?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down.
So break it down.
He that have basically,
Don't use basically.
Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
It means that a man who don't have control over his mind, over his will, is like a person who's in ruin. Like he's already destroyed. He's gonna end up in destruction.
I take it. He that have no rule over his spirit, he's open-minded. He's open-minded. Because anybody could just walk in his brain and walk out. Because you don't rule your spirit. You don't even know who you want to be. You don't know nothing about yourself. The pain hurts. Everything sounds good. The TV looks great. Social media, you just keep doing this. I don't know nigga, we exercise our thumbs all day long. That's all we do all day long. Everybody's got strong thumbs in America today.
Right.
Because all you do is scroll up, and social media just infiltrate your mind. You know what social media does? Social media sells you advertisements, right? So if they want you to go to McDonald's, they're gonna put 30 McDonald's Jones on your social media, and you're gonna go right to McDonald's. Go ahead.
If I may, it influences you.
Absolutely. It's if you look up somebody called Noam Chomsky, right? He studied what media does to the mind, right? Noam Chomsky. Now he studied what media does to the mind. Media, they sell you. You're right. They sell you influences. That's all Facebook is. Now you think that you react in some type of way based on how your mind is, but really, Facebook made you act that way. Instagram made you act that way. TikTok made you act that way. The media made you act that way because they've made you who you thought you were. Right? Now, you're a man or a woman or a person that have no walls around your mind. There's no protection on your mind. Esau just walks in and walks out. Satan just walks in and walks out. Demons just walk in and walk out. This their house. They run this house. You thinking you got control over your mind when really they do. Right? Because you know everything Cardi B did. Everything that Ice Spice and Sexy Red did, right?
It's like if I may, what you're saying is heavy, and I add to it, you know what I'm saying, the media is divisive. You know what I'm saying? It makes you, it divides us as a people, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes you choose sides on everything that they have on the internet. It's a Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. It's a Jordan versus LeBron.
Absolutely.
It's a Nicki Minaj versus Cardi, or what's her name?
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red, or even Glorilla. No, what's the Obama? Michelle Obama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like those personalities, they make you choose who you want to be. Either you want to be a ratchet like Glorilla or Sexy Red, or you want to be a prestigious, quote unquote, upstanding woman like Michelle Obama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It makes you like choose. It makes us choose sides to be opposing to everything.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
You know what the commodity is of Facebook? Attention.
Right. Yes.
They sell your attention.
Right.
So when advertisements come to Facebook, they know that Facebook or whatever social media platform you're using, YouTube, whatever case may be, they know that your attention is here, which is why to become monetized on YouTube, you need a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of watch hours, because they know that you control a certain amount of attention, and you can sell these products. So if you was a drill dude and you just use tools, they know that if they give you a tool advertisement, the people that watch your channel are gonna buy these tools.
That's right.
Because you just an open book. We just open books out here. If you like, I don't know, cars and money and whatever the case may be, they know to get you. They got algorithms. They coming right down your block with the ice cream truck. And it's gonna be like, and we run out that joint like, ice cream! You know what I'm saying? We run right outside. They know how to get us. Because we an open book. Read it again.
So like if I could,
Yeah, go ahead, get that.
let me see that.
Go ahead.
So like if I could, man, that what's so heavy about that, like the algorithm, like you said, it done got so point and so intimate to the point where if we having a discussion about it.
Yeah, absolutely, right.
Our phones, you know, obviously, you know, because you have to, like, for certain apps, you have to give permission for, like, your mic to be on and stuff like that. So the algorithm.
And your Mac.
Yeah, right. And so they have advertisements based on just a conversation. Like we could have, like you said, ice cream. We could just be talking about, man, it's hot. Like the storm hit, we ain't have no power. I wish we just, man, I could go for some butter pecan ice cream. And an ad gonna pop up right on your phone, Bluebell butter pecan ice cream, like immediately.
Exactly.
Like it's
Because
crazy.
they know what you want.
Right.
Like, and then they know when you're trying to do it. So like, if you try like ice cream, it won't do it.
Right.
Like, it's AI. It's artificial intelligence. And you know what? It's smarter than we are.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Read that again.
He that, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28.
Go ahead.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
So in here in the I.S.U.P.K, we teach ourselves and each other how to build the wall up, how to lock your mind, right? And only certain people have the key to access your mind, right? So with certain people that they be like, yeah, well, you know, Shakespeare was black. I'm like, oh yeah? Yeah, Shakespeare was black. How you figure? That's the keys right there. That's the lock right there. How you figure? Oh, because, you know, he did A, B, and C. Okay, he said this. You ever read the sonnets? No, I never read the sonnets. You ever read the plays? Yeah, I read the plays. Just think about how he's saying this and that. All right, I'm gonna take a look at that. That's, you've locked your mind. Can't nobody just tell you anything. You like, oh, that's crazy. And now you on the bandwagon, right?
Right.
When you lock your mind down, you build the walls if you're a city. Think about a fortified city, like, give me the Great Wall of China. You can't just walk into Beijing if you're Mongolian. You gotta go around the Great Wall, which is 270 something miles long. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? To get to my mind, you might wanna take that walk. You could forget about it. That's how we need to treat our minds. It's fortified. They can't just tell us what they want to tell us. And we won't just believe whatever they tell us. Who cares about Cardi B? They about to drop a bomb on such and such.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
My brother don't got no food and no electricity. I don't care about Sexy Red. I don't care about her new song. What does that do for me? That does nothing for me. Oh, you one of them woke brothers. See, you woke. You know what I mean? You different. You know what I'm saying? See, them brothers like you, y'all be talking that talk, and, you know, I can't be like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, y'all different. No, nigga, I want to be smart. I don't want to be a fool. You dig what I'm saying? Drop that. And, give me Ecclesiasticus 19:6 in the pocket. Y'all got any questions online or in the class, y'all? Raise your hand.
I typed it in the chat first.
Oh, you got a chat? Oh, so we got a rum head, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 6.
Go ahead.
He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife.
Break it down.
it means that the person he's not gonna go out creating problems for himself. He's not gonna go out, like, he's gonna choose his battles.
Yes. Keep going.
And he that hated babbling,
Hated what?
babbling
Go ahead.
shall have less evil.
What's Babylon called today? Gossip.
Right.
Gossip. He that hateth gossip shall have less evil.
That's right.
Because you're gonna be like, yo, you know what they said about this can right here? Yo, they said this can is purple. What? That can purple? You know who else purple? Oh man. Them two cans, they cool with each other. I hate them purple cans.
Right.
Come on, bro. You don't even know nothing about the can.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's right.
What you got, bro?
It's like for me, that's how a lot of these rap beefs, you know what I'm saying, come about too.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of, you know, people, you know, gossiping about stuff that they don't even know about. You don't even know, you don't even be around this certain rapper and you talking about, you know, this and that about another rapper. You know, oh, they got beat because he said this about him and they misinterpret the whole message. So now you got people choosing sides again.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Gossiping about one another that had nothing to do with it from the jump.
And I'm gonna one up you, man. We got this book called The Religious Instructions of the Negroes in America, right? And they know that. They mapped us out as a people. They said we put us too close together, we'll automatically start beef with each other. We'll beef with each other because we live so close. It's contentious. It's like a powder keg. Our neighborhoods are contentious, right? And then you back it up with Willie Lynch, right? You back it up with Willie Lynch. They know what they do. Willie Lynch ain't just a tale or a fable. That's a real letter.
Right.
A war tactic.
It's a war tactic. And I'm talking about, we read, if I pull the Willie Lynch out today and read a paragraph of Willie Lynch letter, you want to go get your mind because it's going to blow your mind.
Right.
If I read one if I read one paragraph from the Willie Lynch letters right now, it's going to blow your mind because we've never read it. We have no idea what the Willie Lynch letters say. We think it's just a fable?
Right.
Go ahead.
Crazy. So like if I could, the crazy part about the whole it's a fable thing, because it does exist, right? And even if that part that does exist is made up, they can go and read that and still use it as a tool. Like it's still, it's there.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Matter of fact, somebody pull it up for me. Somebody pull up Willie Lynch letters.
If I may,
Get them.
and the fact that we don't see it, like the fact that, like you just said, I don't
Somebody pull up the PDF.
it's a
of Willie Lynch
fable
letters.
to people means that it's working. It's working like it's not supposed to be seen, but if you read it and you look into
Let me know when you got it.
our people, you can see it.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You got the Willie Lynch letters?
I got it.
PDF. Go to the breaking process of the African woman.
Do you know
What page it is? I don't know. I think it's.
I got it.
You got the break. Let's under Let Us Make a Slave. The breaking process of the African woman. You want to read it?
concept.
Go ahead, get there.
The breaking process of the African woman.
Go ahead.
It says,
Man, it's crazy.
it says, it says, take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly.
Go ahead.
Test her in every way, because she is the most important factor for good economics.
Yeah. It said take the woman, test her in every way because she's most important for good economics. Go ahead.
If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract that last bit of
You read it.
bitch out of her.
There you go. That's how it goes, right? The Willie Lynch letters are real, and it said, "Don't be hesitant to take the bull whip to get the last bit of bitch out of her." Go ahead.
Khan says, take care not to kill her,
Mm-hmm.
for in doing so, you spoil good economics.
Mm-hmm.
When in complete submission, she will train her offsprings in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age.
Go ahead.
Understanding is the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger.
The breaking process of the female nigger. Let's go. We're gonna get canceled tonight, so lock it. Go ahead.
Go ahead, I don't want.
We have reversed the relationship in her natural, uncivilized state.
Now, they're gonna reverse the relationship in the natural, uncivilized state, right? So now, uncivilized meaning you aren't compromised by I.S.U.P.K. You aren't compromised by Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. You a person that's strong-willed, and they call you uncivilized, or a savage, or an Indian, or just the N-word, right? You're uncivilized. Go ahead.
Khan, she would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male.
Now, if you are a sister that depend on a man, you are uncivilized. My wife depend on me. Guess what? She's uncivilized. My kids depend on me. I.S.U.P.K. calls them uncivilized. Go ahead.
And she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's like an independent male offspring, and would raise male offsprings to be dependent like her.
Now, she gonna raise them reverse.
Yeah.
So her male offspring are gonna be dependent. Go ahead.
Khan. Nature had provided for this type of balance.
Nature. Go ahead.
We reverse nature by burning and pulling a civilized nigger apart
That's right.
and bullwhipping the other to the point of death,
Yep,
all in her presence.
Now, they broke that.
right.
They broke nature. They reversed what's natural and made it unnatural. Go ahead.
By her being left alone, unprotected, and with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychologically dependent state to a frozen, independent state.
Now she's independent. So now she's not dependent no more. Now you got an independent woman, right? They beat the man in front of her, broke him apart with the horse. They put the horses on each of his limbs and pulled the man apart in front of her.
That's right.
And then took another man and beat him to an inch of his life in front of her. And now she's not dependent on him no more. She's now dependent on the slave master, right? She don't care about the black man no more because she saw him be destroyed. He's destroyed in front of her. His image in front of her is no longer necessary because there's a stronger man. It's a stronger man now, the oppressor. So now she can't depend on her man. She got to be independent now. And who do she need to be independent? The oppressor.
Right.
Go ahead.
So like I said, if I could, man, this is like extremely heavy.
Those are
because that was like back then when it was physically.
This is 1713.
Right. Now they're still utilizing the same tactics.
Well, he said
but mentally.
if you keep this, it'll keep them slaves for 400 years.
Right.
They ain't up yet.
It ain't
Yeah,
lying.
I know, right? Because hold on, if I could, the reason why I'm saying that, not because like when you look at today's time, right? Right now they don't necessarily have to physically demasculate a man for the woman in front of the woman. Now they're doing it mentally, and they're doing it like, you know, on our mind, and it's still in front of the woman. So now she's seeing her man demasculated or in jail or whatever the case may, what they do to us. Now she feels the need to be independent, and you know what I'm saying. Now you see the man being weak and being effeminate, and it's still right in front of her. So now she's like, oh, I got to take over this man weak, and it's still the same thing going on, except that it doesn't have to be physical. And sometimes it's physical too, because with the police brutality and stuff like that. But you see, it's just more on a widespread. They're still living by it. It's just crazy.
And it's about to get heavier. What you got? You got this up?
It's a lot, I don't want.
And it goes to What you were saying, I the one just now,
Mhm.
go to the scripture that say they will put a yoke of iron on your neck.
Yeah, this
Until they
is
can just take it off and then.
listen. The only way to beat this is to learn the scriptures.
That's right.
That's why we talking about this right now.
That's right.
Like that's why we talking about bridling your tongue and learning how to watch your mouth. Because once you do that, then you can get your mind. And once you got your mind, you won't be. We ain't even get to him yet. Slovakia, read. We didn't even get to the point. Keep going.
It says, in this frozen psychological state of independence,
Mhm.
she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse
In
roles.
reverse roles. So now her male is going to be
Female,
and her female is going to be
male.
keep going.
Come. For fear of the young male's life,
Right.
she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak
Mm-hmm.
and dependent, but physically strong.
Now we just read about this physically strong man, right?
Right.
But this mentally weak man in the Bible.
Right.
That's the man that you don't want to run your city. That's the man that Esau wants for good economics.
Damn.
Yeah.
As long as you a physically strong, mentally weak nigga, the NFL gonna keep playing football.
That's right.
The NBA is gonna keep playing basketball.
Right.
The jail is gonna keep getting niggas.
That's right.
The hood is gonna keep getting drug dealers.
That's right.
The cop system is gonna keep being cops, and the judge is gonna keep his job.
Right.
As long as you got dependent, weak men,
That's right.
then America can run.
That's right.
But when you got strong men that can watch their mouth and be disciplined,
Right.
America will fall.
That's right.
Because they won't have economics.
Right.
That's what he just said.
That's right.
Keep going.
Con. But she has become psychologically independent.
Now, today, we got independent women that don't need a man. You ask a woman today if women need men. Their answer will be no. That's what women think today, no. Because Esau has succeeded. He succeeded in making independent women. They don't know that to be a nation, to be great, we need to have women and men together to make children that are just like them. But until then, we'll have independent women, independent homosexual men. Can I say that word?
No,
Dependent rainbow
lifestyle
men.
men.
Dependent lifestyle men.
Yeah.
Alternative men.
Yeah, yes.
We get canceled.
That one.
We
That
gonna
was
get
the
flagged tonight. Salaki out of y'all.
If I could, I think it might be something up there where it tell you what
I
you
never
can-
even seen it.
Yeah, kind of.
No, you good, I want.
Never even seen it. The Lord gonna wink in my ignorance. Salaki. Keep going.
Come. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring
Mhm.
to be psychologically independent.
Go ahead.
What have you got?
Mm-hmm.
You've got the nigger woman out front and the nigger man behind and scared.
Mm-hmm.
This is a perfect situation of sound sleep and economics.
Now, I told y'all, if we read one paragraph out of the Willie Lynch letters, it'll blow your mind.
Right.
I told you.
Yep.
I told you. And that's just one paragraph. If you keep reading, I think the book is 60 pages long. If you keep reading this, you will find the puzzle pieces for Esau. You'll take his puzzle apart, and you'll be able to build yourself to be a better man. Right?
Right.
Because you disarm your enemy. This is his weapon against us. He knows to get us where he wants us to be, he got to reverse us.
Right.
And so now what happened is you got the civil rights movement turned into the rainbow movement. And then the black nationalist movement, but went against the civil rights movement, they all on drugs. He stomped out both movements. And today we got drill rappers and rainbows. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
What was we at in the Bible?
Ecclesiastes,
What was that?
19.
19 and 6.
Yep.
What?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 6.
What?
He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife.
Now, you won't be that weak man. You won't be that dependent man. You won't be who Esau wants you to be. Because you can rule your tongue, you can rule your spirit, and rule your mind. Once you learn how to do that, you become supernatural. Get there.
Another thing is, like, that goes more than just like starting fights, you know. Stop trying to be proud and brag. It's a lot of things that go with ruling your tongue.
Absolutely.
Lying.
Pride goes
everything.
before destruction.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's just so many things that when you really think about it, it could be lying, it could be gossiping,
Mhm.
it could be boasting, bragging, it could be anything that your tongue can do.
Absolutely. Keep going.
And he that has Babylon, hated Babylon, shall have less evil.
All right, give me Proverbs. We're gonna run back to Proverbs. We're gonna be in Proverbs a couple times. Give me Proverbs 13:3. I want to get into the fool, but we might not have enough time tonight. The fool versus the wise. That's a heavy job too, but Proverbs 13:3.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 3.
Go ahead.
He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life.
Break it down.
It means that a man that know how to,
Say it.
like he
Say it. You know how to what?
control his words, like not to offend and things like that. He won't make enemies. People won't try to kill him or nothing.
That ain't true.
Okay.
In the truth, you make enemies.
Right.
Just being in the truth, you make enemies.
Oh, I see.
Just watch your mouth and save your life.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right? You said it earlier. Because you going, sometimes as men, like you said, we pick the wrong battles.
Right.
Something that's not worth it, right?
Right.
And in most cases, to us, what's worth the most be the smallest things. Like our money, our woman, cars, a house. They not really worth anything, right? Because you could get a car, but it can flood.
Right.
You could get a mansion and it can catch on fire.
That's right.
You could get a plane and the pilot dies.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the things that we think are important aren't that important because they can be taken away very easy. The thing that's most important is our life. And that's what we don't have insurance on. But
It means that you have to choose what you're gonna die for.
I'll get a brother. How about you choose what you live for?
Right.
Right? So now in the truth, we say what needs to be said. Like when Paul went into Ephesians and spoke about Diana, right? Remember we spoke about Diana in here? That guy that was in Ephesians? He knew, they told him like, yo, this was in, I think it's Acts 7 or Acts 9. It was like, yo, when you come in the city, you talking about Diana, they gonna take your head off.
Right.
He did it anyway. Why? Because it had to be done.
Yeah.
Now that's not what we mean, watch your mouth. Watching mouth is not being foolish, which is why I wish I did the foolish and the wisdom breakdown,
Right.
so we can understand the difference. Because you can be foolish with your tongue, and you can be wise with your tongue. Now, wisdom is saying what's in these scriptures. So if you say what's in the Bible, then there's no need to watch your mouth, because the Lord is going to back you up. But if you saying what's from your flesh, if you saying what's in your mind, what your spirit can't control, then you'll die in your calamity. You die in your foolishness. Any more on that?
But he that open wide his lips shall have destruction.
So what?
Have destruction.
Is that what it says? He that open wide his lips shall have destruction?
Con out of one con.
I mean, all right, give me, what time is it?
8:24, sir.
do Ecclesiastes 20 and 6. We must do a couple of these real quick. So y'all get the break. 20 and 6. Ecclesiastes 20 and 6. Look at the bull. Look at the bull. Shalala, they crazy.
Lord of Christ, I don't
Must be Sunday.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 20, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Some men holdeth his tongue
Uh-huh.
because he has not to answer.
So some men, they don't speak because they don't have the answer. Some men, they just know that they don't got it. But go ahead.
And some keep it silence, knowing his time.
So some men say, I know it's not my answer. I don't know the answer. But some men don't answer because they know that they just shouldn't right now. That's called discipline.
Discipline.
That's discipline. Right? Because you know the answer. How'd you know it? Because you learned the answer. And you also know that you shouldn't say it right now. Why? Because some other man don't know the answer. Yeah, right? This is growth, man. Like the Bible teaches us how to be better men and stronger men. I'll take one.
So like if I could, sir,
Go ahead.
with this, okay, let me see this. If I could, sir, so you said that some people, like on the second part of it, it says, some know the answer, but just don't say it, is because you said another man may not know the answer?
Right.
So like, what about if I use, if I use, can I use this in a sense where, and I hate that. Okay, let's say I'm dealing with a rib, and she's looking to pry information, and she's doing it in a facetious way, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
You know the answer to her question, but you choose not to say it because you know what it could lead to.
Absolutely. That's a disciplined man. That's a wise man. That's a difference. So some men, they just foolish. They don't know the answer. Right? It's some men, they open their tongue and they have no idea what they're saying. But it's some men that say, you know what, I'm not answering your question because I don't know.
Right.
But it's some men that say, you know what, let them answer or let them figure it out. And then they'll get to this point in life. But you know that if you open your mouth today, a war's gonna start. Or if you open your mouth today, somebody's gonna lose their chance to experience life. So in order to keep, them on the right path, in order to not interfere with what they got going on, what the Lord got going on,
Right.
you just don't answer.
Yeah.
There's some men that just know the answer and they choose not to say the answer. For instance, if we was in the class, right, and general, the general is here, all the captains is here, and then there's like 2 officers of 50. And they like, who is Judah in the Bible? You think the captain's gonna raise their hand? Hell no.
Right.
They like, who was Eve's husband name? The captain's gonna raise their hand? No. Why not?
Because the younger men need to be able to
Exactly.
understand that more.
Exactly. You need to gain that understanding in life. Right? Let's run through these. Give me Proverbs 10 and 13.
This is the book of Proverbs. Oh,
No, I'm just got my notes.
this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 13. In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found.
Man, some men know what he's talking about. A lot of times men know that too many words, people don't like to hear too many words, right? But in some men, they know. And then the men that know, that's the men you pull up a chair next to, right? Now, they might know because they've studied, or they might know because they've seen. But in those men, in their mouth, wisdom is found. Understanding is found. Start from the top again.
In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found.
Mm-hmm.
But a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding.
Now, some men that don't understand, they lose their life because you just don't know. I hate to deviate. Give me Proverbs 1 and I hate to deviate. Give me Proverbs 1 and it's one of my favorite scriptures, man. Let's start with 1 and 8. Proverbs if you don't know by now, Proverbs is one of them books, man. One of them books that it would behoove you to just be around, just hover around this book. And you become a wise man. All right? Proverbs 1 and 8.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 8.
We just want to tell y'all a story real quick. Let's get it.
My son, hear the instruction of thy father,
Mm-hmm.
and forsake not the law of thy mother.
Go ahead. Go drop down to verse 10.
Verse 10, my son, if sinners entice thee,
Mm-hmm.
consent thou not.
All right. Now, if sinners entice you, don't go with them. Don't follow them. All right. Don't give them consent. Go ahead.
Verse 11, if they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
Mm-hmm.
Let us lurk privily
Mm-hmm.
for the innocent without cause.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12, let us swallow them up alive as the grave,
Mm-hmm.
a whole as those that go down into the pit.
Now, it said, come, let us wait for blood, right? Privately or in the corner, in the dark spot, for the innocent,
Right.
for blood, right?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
As those that go down into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, verse 13, we shall find all precious substance.
Mm-hmm.
We shall fill our houses with
Now, when
spoil.
we find that, man, we gonna lay wait right here, right? We gonna sit in this car. We gonna sit on this house. Or we gonna sit on this block, right? And we gonna wait for them to come around that corner. And when they come around that corner, all precious substance. You gonna see the watch. Look at his crib. You know he got money. Look at his neck. You know he got bread. Ooh wee! Look at his sneaks. The jeans cost $1,300. Go ahead.
Verse 14, cast in thy lot,
Cast
cast in thy lot among us.
Now he said, son, if sinners entice these saying, now these sinners is there. They like, yo, come on, come with us. Come get your bread with us. Your amount is here. It's waiting for you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let us all have one purse.
We gonna all have one purse. You gonna get some of this bread if you come with us. Go ahead.
Verse 15, my son, walk not thou in the way of them.
Mm-hmm.
Refrain thy foot from their path.
Go ahead.
Verse 16, for their feet run to evil
They run the evil. Go ahead.
and make haste to shed blood.
That's all I said is today. They running the evil. They can't wait to kill something.
Right.
They can't wait to catch another body, another vic. Go ahead.
Verse 17, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
And they don't care who coming down that street. They don't care who car pull up. They don't care who house it is. It could be their cousin. It don't even matter. Is his money in there? Done. Say no more. We in that joint. What you got, Abinah?
So, I just wanted to speak on verse 14 before we got too far from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's super heavy that they says cast in thy lot among us, because obviously we know casting lots is gambling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gambling with your life, like
That's heavy.
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you playing like this a gamble.
But that's a fact because you don't know if you're gonna make it home today. That's the point. Like you gonna go today, we gonna take this ride, we're gonna hop out this wheel, and God help me make it home today. Pray that we make it home today. Right? We're gonna get home and we're gonna split this bread up. If the Lord is with us.
Right? It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
If the Lord is with us. Right? We're gonna get this purse, we're gonna get this bag. Right?
Yeah.
Keep going.
So are, oh, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
So are the ways of everyone.
No. You skipped 18.
Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Salaki, item one.
No, go ahead, get that.
Verse 18. And they lay wait for their own blood.
That's the problem. Because you gonna cast that lot, and one day you gonna hit a 1, 2, 3. You gonna ace. One day you gonna hit a 7. You gonna crap out. One day you gonna hit that snake eye, and that dice is gonna fall. Money gonna get took off the table, and your bank is gone.
Man.
One day you ain't gonna hit that head crack.
That's right.
One day you ain't gonna hit that money. You ain't gonna hit your number. One day you gonna lose your money, and you gonna go home salty. But your home ain't gonna be on earth.
That's right.
Scripture say I think it's in Proverbs, the Lord turned away his face, they are troubled. He sent for their spirit, and he replenished the face of the earth. When the Lord ain't looking at you, we think the Lord looking at us when we in these dark corners. The Lord ain't looking at us in these dark corners. What you got, Ron?
It's like I got a precept for that too, sir.
What's our praise?
Ecclesiastes 8:11,
Mm-hmm.
when it says those sentences don't come expediently, something like that.
Yeah.
That's why. It's
For evil work.
Yes, like I'm gonna just put it, so it's like.
Go ahead, read it.
So it's in their hearts to do evil.
Come. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily,
Exactly.
therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Now we think that because they get away with it all the time, we could go with them. But you know what? The Lord got a different plan for you. You know what I'm saying? We didn't hop out them cars and, you know what I mean? They do it all the time. They do it all the time. I done seen them do it all the time. I done seen them shoot at people. And, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I know shot at somebody else, and it went all through the steering wheel, all through the headrest, and he missed them. He missed everything. Well, he didn't get a murder. He did 5 to 10 and walked. He let go everything, all of it, and missed him. The Lord was with him.
Right.
But if I would have shot that,
Right.
it might not have been the same story that day, because the Lord had a different trajectory for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a different trajectory for us. So they get away with it. We think that they do it and it's good, it's expedient. They grow from it. They better. They get money. They filling the safe up. They walking around with Balenciagas and, you know what I mean? They walk around with the pants and the shirts and the hoodies with the flowers on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we try to make it, you know what I mean? We try to make it by. I'm gonna take that ride with you today. Lord don't want you in that car. He don't. But we gotta have the discipline to know not to get in that car.
Dope. Let me out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's dope. Let me out. You know what I'm saying? Trey, let me out. You know what I'm saying? Let me out, though. Right? You know what I'm saying? Real tough. So, you know what I mean? But, so like, I don't want to get too deviated from the topic, but y'all get the point on that. Is there any more on that?
Come out of one come.
Go ahead, get that.
They learned privily for their own lives.
That's who's going to die, man. It's like, that's who's going to miss living. That's whose family's going to cry. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, the chips don't always fall our way. And it's not their family crying, it's yours. And we be so selfish because we think we getting money by doing those things in the streets, right? We taking care of our family, right? Oh, because now they got to pay $1,400 for a tombstone. I'm sorry, $14,000 for a tombstone. Or you become a commissary bill. You try and get that commissary, or, you know what I'm saying? You try and get that secure package. You trying to get, what you got?
So like that's what I always say about people who say, I'm doing this because I have to take care of my kids, and then you do 20 years without your kids.
20 years without your kids. And guess what? Your kids call somebody else dad. And somebody else putting your wife through the headboard. Somebody else damaging the sheetrock.
That's right.
Putting scratches on the floor.
That's right.
And what you doing? You got a glove and some lotion.
Wow.
Nasty name.
With
Sniper.
with
Sniping.
sniping with Pamela Henderson.
Wow.
Sheesh. That's the life you chose. You think what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. He that controlleth his spirit don't see the evil.
Wow, man.
He that control his spirit, he won't fall in them traps.
Right.
But if some men, they don't get that wisdom because you didn't tell it to them yet. They didn't run into you yet. And when they run into you, they're gonna see it's a difference. It's a difference. You could make this choice or you could make this choice. One of these choices is gonna lead you somewhere and you decide where you're going in life. But at some point in time, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, damn. Now let's hope that's a good day. Let's hope you look back and say, damn, we came a long way from the wrong way. I do it all the time. I sit back, if I could get grumpy, you sat in that room today and you looked up. I do that all the time. I sat in there and I look up like, damn. There was so many choices, so many crossroads. And the Lord was with me. And I'm sure y'all all feel the same way. I'm not no different. I'm just a nigga from Philly. You dig what I'm saying? We all feel the same way. Like, dang. We sit back and just wonder, how did we make it out of that? But that's what wisdom is. That's what discipline is. And you had it thus far. So from now until forever, you keep that discipline. And you teach that discipline. And the first thing we gotta do is watch your damn mouth. Don't say the wrong thing. Sometimes you just shut the hell up.
Right.
Shut the hell damn up. It's not time for you to speak. Or you may think you know the answer, and you don't know the answer. You don't got him, Sway. All right, give me Proverbs 10 and 31. You got any questions online? I hate this. So I hate throwing me out sometimes.
No questions for you.
Most time crazy. Lord was with us. All right, what you got?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
but the forward tongue shall
Forward.
forward
Yeah, forward.
tongue shall be cut out.
Yeah. This is a tough one because if you know the precept, you'll know that it's a tough one. Right? Somebody break it down.
Okay, so if I could, my understanding of this where it says, the mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom,
What's just?
righteous.
There you go. Good job. Go ahead.
Basically, when a righteous man is speaking, listen to him because that's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
It says, but the forward tongue shall be cut out. And I know forward means somebody that's like tough to deal with, somebody that's just, nobody really likes that type of person, like you just difficult for no reason.
So give me the spirit behind it. Why should that tongue be cut out? Hold on 1 second, you got the job. Why would they want to cut that tongue out?
Because it's a bad spirit to have, right? Like, you just difficult for no reason, and you, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, it just, because a person that's difficult to deal with ain't trying to hear the wisdom. So if you, like, it's just the combativeness, I think, of it,
You got this out? Oh, no, it's like Rum? What you got, Rum?
It's like for me, when it's talking about forward, according to Strong's, it means like a perverse person or a fraud. So if you wise in your words, like the scripture says, they bring forth wisdom. But a fraud tongue or a lying tongue shall be cut out.
Now, what's the precept I was referring to? You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Y'all do y'all studying at home. What you got? You got this,
I would say that the righteous is going to be somebody who like,
you got me on time because I don't know. I don't even have my phone. I don't know what time it is.
8:45.
Y'all on time.
he
We could
bring
go late. I mean, if y'all want to go over a little bit, we could go over it. Just let me know when it's time to leave. Go ahead.
so like that. The just, he bringing forth wisdom, meaning like he going to speak the words of the Lord. Like it don't matter like what's just in your eyes. Like he really living it. You get what I'm saying? So he gonna tell you the right thing.
Right.
And the forward tongue gonna be arrogant and proud. He gonna tell you what he feel like. He gonna tell you what he think. He not gonna tell you what's right. He gonna tell you what's good for him. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Shalom.
Hold on, if I could. What you got?
No, I just want to see if I can answer the precept that you wanted for this.
I don't want it. You about to pull it?
No, I just want to see if I'm right.
What you got?
Is it like Proverbs 16 and 19?
Quote it.
When it's talking about the 16s that the Lord hate, and one of them is like a lion tongue.
No.
Okay.
You got it.
I had that with Proverbs 17:28.
What's that?
It says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
That's a good one. But that's not what I wanted. But that's a real good one. I was talking about the masters. Sometimes we got teachers that are froward and teachers that are kind. The kind teacher and the froward teacher. But you gotta be obedient to both. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to a teacher or a master or an Adawan, in our case, right? There's somebody who talk heavy, and sometimes his voice is just like razors. You know what I'm saying? And to hear it is pain. But what he's saying may be what you need to hear.
That's right.
Right? And we saying what you may need to hear. But in this case, we're not talking about somebody that you serve. We're not talking about one of your Adawans. We're talking about a tongue in general. An elder, which is an older man around the city. Or an old head, or somebody that you know. Right? It ain't somebody you serve, or just somebody around the city. Now, we would feel like the tongue of a just man will listen to. The tongue of a man that keeps his word. The tongue of a man that learns and teaches. And we know that what he say is right and true and strong and upstanding and upright. His mouth should be saved. He should be saved. But there's some men, when they speak to you, they are as razors. Now, he's not somebody of importance. He's just somebody that just don't know how to talk to people. And that person, Most High Christ, you came here on a bus, you're going 30 minutes extra for him.
We only an hour in.
Huh?
We only an hour in.
What time is it?
But the time, he's saying basically the time that we gotta go. Like,
Yeah, that's because he came on a bus. I'm not gonna let him come on a bus and we close out in 10 minutes.
so what you want to 9:30?
Yeah, y'all can leave if y'all want to.
No,
You never gotta go home, y'all can roll.
I'm good.
I mean, but the brother just got here, so we're not gonna close in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm asking for, so I can keep the time, like whatever time you wanna go, right, too.
And whenever y'all tell me we done, that's when we done. I just don't want the brother to waste his time.
When it comes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all get the point, right? Y'all get this. Now Hava and I was, no, you was close. Both of y'all was close, right? But the spirit behind it is it's a brother that talk to people, and the way he talk to people, anytime people hear it, they're like, I wish he didn't talk to people like that. I wish he didn't say like he'd be like, hey, young nigga, give me that goddamn remote and hurry up and put the batteries in. And you're like, bruh, Why you talk to them like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you deal with the kids like that? And every time you talk to the kids, it's aggressive, it's angry. They can't learn from that. I wish I could cut the tongue out of his mouth and he would never talk to kids ever again. But it's another brother that say, hey, young brother, when you pass me the remote, just make sure the remote, the battery's in it. Because the batteries is what power the remote. And sometimes you don't even need both batteries. You could use one battery in a paper clip. Because all you need is positive and negative. That brother is a just brother. And he's going to help you grow upright. When you think about just Job, a just man, upright, right? That's what you need for just, upright, right? So now the one brother is just, he's upright. But it's another brother that's forward, and when he speaks, we all wish we can cut the tongue out of his mouth. But
Salakia item one. So this means that what you're saying is, if the person even is talking wisdom, he could just be saying it in a way that make you don't want to listen to him.
read it again.
It say, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom, but the forward tongue shall be cut out.
Yeah, the mouth of the just is going to help you bring forth wisdom.
Right.
He's going to give you the wisdom and help you bring it forth. But then there's another speech. He just should not be talking. Right? We're learning how to, as Kat told me, bridle your tongue. Right? This is discipline. And discipline starts in the mouth. Matter of fact, if I could, we're going to read this next scripture, and I'm going to get you a heavy one. Right? I'm going to get you one that really just a nail in the coffin. We ain't even,
Man, this is heavy item.
read the next scripture.
Right. If I could, before we read, because like the definite, I'm seeing different definitions for forward, and like what Ron said. What you had said?
It's like conversions of fraud.
Yeah, well, yeah, fraud. Like so, because it's on the lines. It says, okay, synonyms, right? Unmanageable, difficult, wayward, fractious, disobedient. So I mean, obviously, in this, like in 31, it got to be the opposite of just. It got to be like
Exactly.
justice, upright, and righteous.
Yeah, what you want is that this forward man is going to tear you down.
Right.
Some people, okay, how can I put this? Some people, when they talk to you, they build you up. They give you the love.
Right.
They give you what you need to grow. And then some people, their goal is to break you down and make you pick the pieces up. Right? And now you spending all your time trying to pick the pieces of what you once was to build yourself a new person. Now, sometimes you need him. Some people need to be broken down. Like if you ever went to the Bronx, them niggas need forward. You know what I'm saying? They need the forward man because they already swear that they got it all together. You can't give them a just speaking man. But if you ever went to Alabama, Norfolk, Virginia, or give me some more, Mississippi,
Right.
they need a different type of speech.
See.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Los Angeles, California, they need the forward man.
Right.
You got a city and you got a county brother, a country brother.
Yeah.
You got a different type of person. Some brothers need to be broken down, and some brothers need to be built up. Both of these men matter, but sometimes you wish you could just cut the tongue out that forward man, because he shouldn't be speaking. And if it's a bunch of just men in the room, and then you got one brother that's always talking, and when he talk to brothers, it's like, hey, come here, what's your rank? You a 50? I'm a 51. Hey, come here.
Right. Not real talk.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely a fact. Because you didn't come here to learn and be the truth. You came here to be a tyrant.
Right.
You came here to step on another brother's neck. This nigga ain't come out the world for you to step on his damn neck.
Right.
He turned his back on his mother, his brother, his friends, his uncle, his cousins, and his brother for you to step on his goddamn neck.
Right.
His tongue should be cut out his face. I'd rather Cat Yachty talk to him. I'd rather Habana talk to him, or your Katazab or Rum, or your Grum, or Yakabad, or Young Man talk to him, than let some weirdo think that he running this nigga's life. I'd rather him be cut out the body.
Right, down.
You understand?
I don't want cons.
I'd rather him be cut out the body. Because he don't know how to raise people. He can't run a city, or a school, or a camp, or himself. He's broken.
That's right.
Any more on that?
Oh, Khan. Verse 32. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable.
The lips of the righteous, you know what's right to say, man, because you've been doing it for so long. You've accustomed to what's acceptable. Keep going.
But the mouth of the wicked speaketh forwardness.
You don't know what's right to say. You should not speak. And most of the time, it's Salaki, if I cut, hold your point. That's, you know who. Salaki, if I cut, hold your point. When you hear hold your point so many times, just chalk it for the next month or two. You dig what I'm saying? Like, if you hear hold your point for 2-3 times, that means you one of them. Chalk it. It's over. Just don't talk for too much. Go home and learn something. Just don't be him. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we know what you're going to say. We know the spirit. And the person that's about to talk shouldn't be speaking. You know what I'm saying? So, the title of the class is called Watch Your Mouth.
Right.
Learning who you are, learning what discipline is. And this next scripture, if this next scripture don't hit home, this is the last one. Let me know when I'm done. But if this next scripture don't hit home, then you just don't got the spirit. You just don't understand. Meet James 3 and 5.
Come on, Khan.
So, yeah, make sure everybody got it. Oh, I'll give my Aqua got it.
Everybody got it?
Right.
I'll give my Aqua got it.
What's the precept?
James chapter 3, verse 5.
Go out, sir.
Which one? You got it, young man? Huh?
I got it.
Let the young man read.
This is the book of James, chapter 3, verse 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member.
Now, this is what we gotta understand. The tongue is a very small part of your body, right? I'm sure you heard all the cliches. Give me some of the cliches. What we heard? Tongue is mightier than the sword.
Right.
So if that's the case, then I'm like Achilles from Troy. Gladiator. Mixed
Maximus.
like a wolf or an animal. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Like, the tongue is vicious. Now, with the tongue, cities fall. If a king give an order, cities fall. If Biden pushes the button, countries fall, right? The tongue, or what you speak, can decimate planets. Countries, this is it.
Right.
I don't know that far yet. Don't get too far into it. But countries, continents, right? Keep going.
And boasted great things.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindled.
Now, you ever seen like a show or something where you got a cigarette? You plug the cigarette, and that small little cigarette fire turn into something extreme,
Right.
or some small incident turn into something extreme, or some little thing you thought was a little thing that you said. Now you in council, and now you're trying to figure out, why did you say this? The tongue is a small member of the body, but niggas cannot control it. It's something like, it's not like an arm. or a foot where you could walk somewhere, or a hand where you could grab something. This is what you say. But if you can watch what you say, you can stop fires. Keep going.
Verse 6. And the tongue is a fire,
What?
a world of iniquity.
God damn, this tongue is a world of iniquity. What does the word world mean?
Age or
Society.
Society. You make a social iniquity. Society is social, right? You make the sin when you speak with your tongue. You cause people to sin. Keep going.
So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body.
Now, with your tongue, if you don't watch your mouth, you can kill your whole body. Now, your body ain't just you. We are the body.
Right.
Christ is the body. The whole school is the body. With your tongue, you can defile all of us. Now, we all look like we stink. Like, Joseph, is it Joseph and Dina? Who said that? Joseph, right? When Issachar them, when not Issachar, Simeon and Ephraim, Simeon and in Genesis 34, when he was like, you made a stink amongst the nations. Simeon and Levi, he said, you made a stink amongst the nations, right? Now your tongue, right? Yeah, they was like, oh yeah, oh they did what? They did what? And they went and did all kind of atrocities to them. And he said, now you made a stink amongst the nations. You destroy our image. You destroy who we are amongst the people. You defile the body. Keep going.
And setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell.
Now, what was natural, what we thought was going to be right, you set it on fire. And now you cause us to go into hell. Why? Because of what you said or what you did. Now it all starts in the mouth. The mouth is the beginning of it all. And the hand. Because this is where the mark of the beast is. It's in your hands. But if you can watch your mouth, watch what you say, you can control what you think. You can control what's in your hands. Listen, the tongue is a small member of the body, but it causes great evil. Great evil. And we all can go through hell because of what you said. A lot of times, it's better if a wise man, because he knows, I'm just not gonna say nothing. Because if I see something, we're gonna go through hell. I remember back in the day, my old head, I was deciding something, and my old head, shout out to P, he was like, listen, going to war, you gotta be prepared to lose everything. So, I'm talking about your mom, your dad, your sister, everything. And you prepared to lose and move your mom to another place in order to complete this war, if you prepared to do what it takes to finish this war, because going to war means that all bets are off, right? Now, if you decide to proceed in this, then you decided to put your mother at risk, your sister at risk. That's what war is. War is nothing is off. Everything is bet. If you decided that that's fair game, then proceed with that. Now, that brother spoke to me that day and changed my life, because I could have done something different that day, right? That's what war is. And with that, I could have spoken into existence, who knows, right? He saved my life that day. This was 20 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. And I'm still forever indebted to that brother to this day because of what he spoke to me that day. You may talk to somebody and change the trajectory of their life forever. You may decide if they're going to hell literally, like they about to go to jail, or you know what I mean. You may decide they about to go through hell, or if you changing their life. That's what we learn here today. We learn here the power of the tongue, the power of what it can do, the power of what you say to young brothers, because young brothers is on a beam. They ready to go. And if you say, young boy, what you doing? Nigga, what? This nigga, bro, what? Young boy, chill. What Styles P said? He said, you sitting at the table playing and plug the fan and let the sweat dry off and then grab the can. Young boy, it's not that serious. What he do? He stepped on your shoes? What he do? He talked about you in a song? He made a rap about you? Young boy, what he do? He shot your man? Your man was talking about him. You get what I'm saying? Like, young boy, you gotta really decide what you wanna be in life. Because you gonna go bend that corner, like we read in Proverbs 1, and you might not come back. Or if you do come back, it'll be 40 years later. You dig what I'm saying? You decide his life at this point in time, because the Lord is putting you there. That's your job. But you have to first learn how to not be the froward man. You have to first learn how to watch your mouth. You have to first learn how to be a student. Because if you can't shut your mouth, you can't learn. So once you learn, then you can speak. The first thing you learn is shut the hell damn up. Right. And the Lord will tell you when it's your time to talk. And when that young boy is in front of you, with his whole life ahead of him, oh, you better believe it's your time to talk. Or when you on that podium and everybody is waiting for the Lord to hear what he got to say, it's your time to talk. Let it out. Lift our voice like a trumpet and say what the Lord wants you to say. Young man, eat this roll. This roll is going to be like honey, but it's going to be bitter in your stomach when you got to do this work. That work is bitter, but you eat it, it's like honey in your stomach. It's beautiful. What, nigga, I'm an Israelite? What did you mean I'm an Israelite? Nigga, I'm an Israelite. All right, go ahead and do this work. God damn it. Hey, you gotta drive to Houston or where we at? Drive to San Antonio for Hebrew Academy. God damn it. That's the bitter work. That's the bitter in your tongue, in your stomach. But it's beautiful when you first hear it. It's honey when you hear it. But at some point in time, it becomes bitter. And when it becomes bitter, you can still eat that roll and put it in your mind, that little book, put it in your mind, you become something different. You learn to control your spirit. You learn to control that person, that flesh that you once was. And today, you a man of the Lord. Right. Keep going.
Verse 7.
What?
For every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind.
We've tamed everything, boy.
Verse 8. But the tongue can no man tame.
Yeah. Ron was talking earlier about how people beef with each other. Right? Niggas will learn how to tame a dog, a pit bull, that'll eat everybody. Right? Niggas will learn how to tame anything. I done seen a nigga with a raccoon. Yikes.
A squirrel.
Huh?
I seen somebody with a squirrel.
A squirrel. But you can't watch him out. Huh? All right. You know what I'm saying? We can't teach ourselves how to be better people. But we can tame animals. Go ahead, keep going, what you got?
It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me Job 6 and 24, last scripture. Last scripture, right? What you got? Read, where you at?
Verse 9.
Read down to 10, go ahead.
Therewith bless we God, even the Father. Therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God.
Go ahead.
Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing.
Out of the same mouth, you can bless and you can curse. Go ahead.
My brethren, these things ought not so to be.
Yeah, this is real. You can bless, you can curse out of the same tongue. Give me Job 6:24. Rum, you writing down notes?
Come. Only one I missed was the one out of, Apocrypha.
20 and 6, Ecclesiasticus. You writing down
I got
notes?
that one. No, there was another one before that.
Ecclesiasticus 19 and 6.
Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah, 19 and 6. You writing down notes, write down this. Psalms 39 and 1.
39 and 1.
And I got a precept. She might have told me about the precept. Job 27 and 4.
Job 27 and 4.
Job 27 and 4. 1 Peter 3 and 10.
This is all for the same lesson, sir?
Yeah. And I got a precept.
I need
You want to talk to me about the precept for that one? Alright. Read the last scripture. Job 6:24.
Job 6 and 24.
Last scripture. Yeah, you got it?
This is the book of Job, chapter 6, verse 24. Teach me.
Oh. Make sure everybody got it. Oh, Akim got it? One second, make sure everybody got it.
Troll in the chat.
Huh?
Got a troll in the chat.
What are you talking about?
It's like the archangel is Jesus, which is Muhammad changed his mind.
Muhammad is Jesus.
Yeah.
Tell him our oppressor knew that. Our oppressor knew that Muhammad is Jesus, but Muhammad came 500 years after Christ.
Right.
Muhammad can't be Christ if he came 500 years after Christ.
Right.
The Quran was written in, what, 600 BC? Right? Muhammad was illiterate. Muhammad couldn't read. He didn't know nothing. He met a young woman who was like 13. He had sex with her, and he used her money to spread Islam with a sword. He was with the Israelites, or the Jews. He took their whole culture, and what they knew as, or what we knew as, they had guys like the lamp, the rug, the star, the moon.
Pagans.
They had a whole bunch of guys. They had a ton of guys. But they took all them guys and made one God, and their God name was Allah. Right? Our word for powers was Allahayim. So they took that and made their own God. Islam is a carbon copy of Israel.
Right.
It's a carbon copy of what we do. Now, if you want to follow Muhammad, then follow Muhammad. Who cares? Follow Muhammad and be what Muhammad was. Muhammad was Muhammad didn't know nothing. Illiterate. So you want to follow a illiterate, then follow him. Yeah. You know what I mean? You go worship a rock. And all through the Quran, don't let me bring the Quran, you're grown. Don't let me bring my Quran in here, you're grown. Yaqubad, don't let me bring my Quran in here. You know what? What's his name?
Joshua Chopper.
Joshua Chopper. You come here next week, and I'm gonna teach you about Islam. Lord be with you.
Quran is a doormat.
Lord be with you. I'm gonna teach you about Quran, and then I'm gonna rip out 3 of the first pages and go to the bathroom with it. All right. No sweat. What you got? Young man, what you got? Let me know if you say something else.
Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred.
And as brothers and men and women and children in the truth, when you learn, what do you learn? Read from the top.
Teach me, and I will hold my tongue.
This is the whole point. When you learn from the men of the truth, what you gotta learn is to hold your tongue. Just hold it. Be quiet. Joshua, whatever was his name? Joshua Chopper. Just shut your choppers.
Right.
Just be quiet. We know that you ain't learn from men of the truth. You never learn from men of the truth because you will learn to hold your tongue. When men are talking, when wise men are talking, you don't know what you're talking about because we got 30 million books about Islam. We was just talking about Muhammad today. How many books you want to read? I could bring in a stack this tall about Muhammad. I could break Muhammad down 50 different ways for you. I'm sure you've never seen Muhammad broke down this many ways. You probably thought Muhammad was great, no sweat. But you've never learned from men that know wisdom.
Right.
You've learned from men that, been to jail.
That's right.
Shout out to you.
Right.
Shout out to you and your criminal religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all go sell a couple drugs. I'm not gonna sell drugs to somebody that's Muslim. I'm not gonna sell drugs to another Muslim. You know what I'm saying? You got a kufi on, I can't sell drugs to another Muslim. Hey yo, I got 2 for 5, 3 for 10s. Hey yo, come on, hey, I got the big vibes, I got the purple tops. Y'all is frauds. Because you've never learned from real men.
Right.
Read it again.
Teach me,
I'ma teach you what?
and I will hold my tongue.
I'm gonna teach you to shut the hell up.
Right.
That's the first thing I'm gonna teach you. Joshua what? Kachapa?
Yeah,
Joshua, that's the first thing I'm gonna teach you. Shut the hell up. You don't know what to talk. First thing you should do is find a UPK in your city and go sit there. Put on all black and go learn from the men that have been learning this since 1969.
Right.
We've been learning this since day one, who we are. These books don't just happen. These scriptures, we don't just make them up. We don't just figure this out. I done sat in many of classes. I done sat under many of men that checked the hell out of me for being stupid, like you. Dumb, like you. I done sat in many of men that told me how retarded I may have been for believing what you believe. And guess what? I'm here today to deliver you.
Right.
To teach you how to be free.
That's right.
Because you believing that Islam is true shows me how dumb you are.
That's right.
Don't let me talk about Islam because you're going to be here for another hour. Just come through next week. Houston, is it Wednesdays or Tuesdays? Pop up on Tuesday. Come through on Tuesday. I'll be here on Tuesday. And then once you ask your question on Tuesday, I got you. Joshua Kachapa. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach you how to hold your tongue. Read.
And cause me to understand
Man, that's what's
wherein.
going to happen when you hold your tongue. You're going to begin to understand. Once you stop talking, then you'll learn. Because you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So once you shut up, you'll hear what's being said. You're like, damn, that makes sense. But until that day, you got to close your mouth. You got to close your mouth. Go ahead.
Wherein I have erred.
You're going to err. You're going to make a mistake by thinking you know what's right. By thinking you know what brothers is talking about. You have no idea.
Yeah, cloud checks or something. I got 15 minutes. Let's talk now.
You got 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Most High in Christ. How about you take your 15 minutes next week? Dying. More people coming in?
Right. She about to break on that.
Oh, you about to break you up. Cloud chasing. Kachapa, holla at me next week, man. I'd love to chop it up with you, Kachapa. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Most High in Christ. Tuesday next week, man. I.S.U.P.K. Houston. Come holla at me. What time is it?
It's 9:18.
All right, how about this? We're gonna come through next week. I'm gonna give you 30 scriptures in the Quran, or 30, what you call them, surahs? I'm gonna give you 30 inserts from the Quran that you can read about us being a superior race.
Right.
About Israel and Hebrews being a superior race. The children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being superior to them in the Quran. Right. Being superior to the children of Ishmael. You are a child of a merchant. You are a child of a hustler or a huckster in the Bible. You are the child of a vagabond, a child of nobody that cares about life in general. That's who you a child of. But we got the blood of Christ running through us.
Right.
You may have it too. But if you choose to shut the hell up and listen, then you might be somebody that we can talk to. But until that day, you just a heckler to me. You just somebody that think you know the Bible to me. You just a nigga that just get ran over to me. Huh? Huh? You just, huh? Yeah, you just anybody to me. We do this all day. You know, we do, this is professional, right? We do this as professions.
Right.
We argue as a profession. This is our job. I don't lose arguments with my wife, with my boss, with my parents. I don't lose arguments.
Right.
Because that's what we train to do. We on the streets all week, every week, Lord willing, weather permitting, to argue and teach the truth. And you, my guy, you an internet gangster. You a nigga that type.
Right.
You got Wi-Fi, you think you somebody. Nigga, they shut your Wi-Fi off and you a nobody.
That's right.
I'm done. Come through next week on Tuesday or on Wednesday. Whatever day you see me on, I'm fair game. Type all your questions in. Type everything you want to type in. Let's get it. Or you could call me. I'll give you my number. And we could do this until you blue in the face. I'm done. I'm Officer Not Officer 5000. And with that being said, we're going to pass the class off to Priest Officer Yakuba. You're wrong. No. You know my heart.
I do, but the memorial blowing the trumpets the next one, October. All right. These are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, these brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'asharah means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like,
Whatever size bottle.
up becoming holy convocations. Announce SHALAM.
It's blowing up the trumpets, October the 2nd.
Right. Memorial of blowing of the trumpets, October 2nd.
From that Leviticus chapter 23.
2024, the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves.
Come to class. Don't let me see you online for 3 weeks straight, 4 weeks straight. Come to class, man. Come get in this body, come get in this work, man. Come see how we really give it up. So whatever city you in, just try to get into classes once a week. You got a brother here, you live an hour away. Whatever, 2 hours away? 1 hour away? 1 hour crazy. Brothers catch the bus. We get here. It's imperative, man. Don't be an internet junkie or camp junkie. You know what I'm saying? Brother, you want to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that being said, I imagine. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Abad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Barakatah, Yajim Matah, Sar, let's make a turn. We just said, Most High in the name of Christ, bless you. For the sisters, we're going to get a sister's one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Abad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh, Shemar, Hashem, Yahushua. Which means Most High watch over you in the name of Christ, Yajim Matah. Class dismissed.